YouTube, what is going on, guys? Today I'm bringing you the Clash of Champions preview, or, well, really predictions, but let's go ahead and get into it. Look out for a random shit goes haywire, which it possibly could. But kickoff show match, Nia Jax versus Alicia Fox. 100% Alicia Fox wins, no surprises there. Alright, let's move on. Chris Jericho versus Sami Zayn. Chris Jericho is probably going to take this match. I see this program honestly continuing for a little bit. Maybe for another pay-per-view. So I'm really not going to be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked to see Sami Zayn win and then beat her one time done, but I do predict that this is going to continue because Sami Zayn's got nothing to do. Chris Jericho, well, he could have something to do with almost anyone. They need something or someone to do with Sami Zayn, so I see Chris Jericho winning by dirty tactics and then picking up the win. Alright. Cesaro versus Sheamus in match 7. There are two matches on this card that are 100%, like, a lot of people are going to be different on. I see both sides of the argument, Cesaro and Sheamus. I see both sides of this argument, but my gut is telling me Cesaro is going to win. My gut's telling me they're not going to let Sheamus go over Cesaro, but there's part of me that I'm seeing a lot of things that make sense, that this will be like his exit from Raw and going over to SmackDown, because he needs to be spotlighted in the... I think he can be a contender for the heavyweight title, or even be an amazing Intercontinental Champion. And they just need superstars over on SmackDown, especially when you get guys that are going to be like Samoa Joe, that are going to be Shinsuke Nakamura, the guys that are going to be Austin Aries, that are 100% probably going to be on Monday Night Raw. Maybe Samoa Joe goes to SmackDown, but Austin Aries and Shinsuke Nakamura, 100% going to Monday Night Raw. And that's a slight on Samoa Joe. Most likely, or I can say almost 95% that those are going to Raw. And I think that if Sheamus wins this, then Cesaro would be ticked off. He cheats constantly, and the ref can't do it, and he says, I'm done with this shit, I'm going to SmackDown. But again, it just says that, I called it really from the beginning. I knew Sheamus was going to go really up 3, in my opinion, and then he was going to do the full sweep. So my hope was that whoever won could just end it in four matches, but they've made it somewhat interesting. I'm going to go with Cesaro on this. I think Cesaro wins. I really don't think they're going to let Sheamus go over, because they showed his faith in him and the Money in the Bank, and he got shitted on, so his World Heavyweight title didn't mean anything. So I'm just going with Cesaro on this. I think Cesaro was going to win, but I'm not going to be shocked if Sheamus won. So, T.J. Perkins versus Brian Kendrick. T.J. Perkins. This is 100% a lock. In my opinion, T.J. Perkins wins and probably will be a fun match. Yeah, T.J. Perkins will win this without a doubt. Rusev versus Roman Reigns. Another one that kind of could be controversial for some. I don't see Roman Reigns winning this, because I think at a moment's notice they are just going to push Roman Reigns down people's throats again. I really do. And it's going to be sudden. It's going to be sudden 100%. I honestly think that it's going to be... I don't think Rusev's going to be able to pull it out, honestly. I just don't. I picture Roman Reigns winning this, but I don't picture Roman Reigns with the U.S. title either. That's my opinion. I don't know why, but I just don't see this happening, and that's why I have to go with Roman Reigns. I just don't see him winning. I don't see Rusev winning this. I have to think Roman Reigns Roman Reigns will come out of this match with a victory and with the U.S. title. And I'm not even... When I say that, I could even be wrong on that. Maybe Roman gets the win, but Rusev just doesn't care. Like, he's about to get pinned, and he just says, fuck it, I'm just beating the shit, and they just brawl out the arena. They're not... You 100% will see a match, but it could end up them spilling out into the crowd and fighting. I wouldn't be surprised on that either, because they wanted to protect Rusev, obviously, so I'm guessing to make him look strong on Monday Night Raw with his match with Seth Rollins. That's why they didn't let Seth win. So, unless they're just trying to protect him, and so that way, I just think that Roman is going to do it. That way they can put him as a champion and say, this is your shot. This is see if we can get you over somehow when we're not pushing you down people's throats. So, I'd picture Roman doing it. I think Roman will win I say Night of Champions, but it's Clash of Champions, but it's really Night of Champions. Alright, and this is, again, another controversial one. The New Day versus Gallows and Anderson. Some people saying that Gallows and Anderson have to win this, and they do. They have to win this to look like a threat. 100% will agree with the people that say that. But then some people say that the New Day are going to win because they've been referencing to be the longest reigning champions, but they beat Paul London and Brian Kendrick, which it would be really cool. I know, and not in a million years would they bring back Paul London, but to have Paul London and Brian Kendrick reform as a heel, like, douchebaggery team, 100% would, I think, would be a good idea, and try to fight them right when maybe New Day could break the Legion of Doom's title record. I don't think, though. I don't think the New Day will win tonight or Sunday night. I just picture Gallows and Anderson like they got shit on at SummerSlam. They got shit on at Money in the Bank. They've got shit on a lot. And now it's the one time that they can say they won. So, I'm picking Gallows and Anderson to win. I think that it... Again, I'm not going to be shocked either way. Because I just don't see it really happening. I just don't see New Day doing it. Because at this point, what other challengers do they have? With Gallows and Anderson, you can let the New Day go back at it one more time. Then you can let, Enzo and Cass go at it. Then you can, have R-Truth and Goldust. I know that's a fucking stupid thing to say, but at least it's a face team. So, at least a couple of the competitors can do it, and I wouldn't be surprised, knowing them, WWE, to let those comedy characters get a shot. I'm not going to be shocked. Now, the Four Horsemen's three-way, Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Charlotte. I'm picking Charlotte to go over here. Bayley, 100% out of the question, in my opinion. I do not see her coming out as the champion tonight. And Sasha Banks, the thing that's holding me back from saying this is if she was not actually injured, this was a fake injury, but it happened, and that I don't see them. They're going to have to say, we're going to have to wait to see if you can stay healthy. If you can't stay healthy, you can't be champ. And that's why they're going to say, Charlotte, you're going to do it. Then you're going to fight with Dana. And then after that, once the program's over, you're still 100% healthy, then we'll put the belt on you. Then they can have Charlotte versus Bayley at Mania. So, easily doable there. I think Charlotte's the most logical answer to come out on top there. That's my opinion. I think it's a very competitive match, but I think it's just Charlotte. And it could be any way that Charlotte comes out, really. It's whether it's a double pin and then they say there's no ends of evidence, so Charlotte's the winner. It's a draw, so then you can't have a championship in a draw, so all that fun stuff. So now Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins, 100% know the ending. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins have a very competitive match. Triple H hasn't been seen. Triple H comes out, fucks Seth Rollins over again. And what do you know? Oh my goodness. Oh my damn. So, yeah, it's going to set up. I already can see this coming from a mile away, and it's been nearly confirmed that they will be doing it. There's been a lot of reports that the Shield is going to be back together at Survivor Series or the Royal Rumble or some big show that's coming up, and I can see it from a mile away. WWE will book it like this, and I promise you, I can nearly see it. Gets screwed over. Seth Rollins gets screwed over. Then they'll have Cesaro possibly get them. Actually, I think Raw's next pay-per-view is Survivor Series. It's either TLC or Survivor Series. I'm not sure which on that. And then they build, if it is Survivor Series, which I'm nearly positive it is, and if it's not, they'll have the winner of the Best of 7 series, which will probably be Cesaro, have him go for the title, just as, hey, can he do it? It's the ultimate, underdog. He's an underdog. Can he do it? Cesaro's never grabbed the brass ring. Can he finally do it? Against Kevin Owens. But then at Survive, and then it's like Seth Rollins wants the authority, and then Stephanie McMahon puts him in some stupid-ass match. Like, he's not gonna win. He's put, maybe against Sheamus, and maybe it's like Sheamus and Rusev versus, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, and then they can't get together. That's what happens. And then at Survivor Series, it's Team Authority versus Team Seth Rollins. And if Seth Rollins wins, he gets a WWE title match. But if Authority wins, they can't, then Seth gone. He's out of here. And then Seth will eventually come back, maybe towards Mania and say, I'm done. I'm gone. But I'm not leaving this without a fight. I'm causing commotion until I can get my match with you, Triple H. You screwed me over one too many times. Bada bing, bada boom, kind of books itself. But they would probably end up winning at Survivor Series, and then they'll have a match where Seth can go, or it's like Triple H, like a title versus career match. I don't know, title match versus career, but something along those lines. I know it was kind of hard to follow, but if you don't get it, Kevin Owens wins via Triple H. If the Survivor Series is next, then Shield reunion, Seth Rollins gets title match, bada bing, then they have kind of a fight. No, shit. They kind of have a fight, bada bing, bada boom. Then Seth Rollins gets screwed out of again. Triple H at Mania, it's not seen, but Triple H comes out when he's about to maybe fight, screws him at the Royal Rumble, then isn't seen, and it's kind of just going back and forth, and then finally, WrestleMania, Triple H versus Seth Rollins. If Seth Rollins wins, he gets another title shot. If he doesn't, Seth Rollins goes home and is eliminated from the WWE. I don't know why I say eliminated, but you catch the drift. But with all that being said, Kevin Owens wins. So tell me what your guys' predictions down in the comments below. I love to read them. And if you are brand new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, also the like button, and share, and all that glorious YouTube stuff. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.